Hello TikTok. My name is Megan. You can call me Megan. Megan Mind. Anything clever you can think of that I can't. I don't like Meg. A lot of negative connotations to Meg. Anyway, I wanted to make this video mostly to introduce myself to my platforms. Get to know me a little bit. I was told like you could just do this, like you just set a camera up and it would be like easy. It's not. I don't feel comfortable in front of the camera yet. It's weird. Like, I'm 28 years old. I live in DFW, Texas. Obviously, I'm fat as shit, but I'm working on losing it so far. Since like a few months ago, I've lost over 20 pounds. You know, it's really important to me, and part of the reason why I'm growing this platform, it's really important to me to raise my daughter in a safe, loving, educated, informative, and also financially stable environment, because this is a really unpredictable society right now. And with everything going on, I mean, like half of my family feels really fucking fearful to even come to this country. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm half Brazilian. My mom is a Brazilian national from Brasilia, and my dad is a white man, bald, from California. Mainly part of why I wanted to build, my platform isn't necessarily to be like the next Alex Earl or anything like that. I do want to learn how to be a more kind, empathetic, knowledgeable person just in general. And I also have plans and aspirations completely outside of TikTok, but that I do believe TikTok can help open the door to. I hope you guys have patience with me because I'm not perfect and that's gonna show. I don't even know where I was going with that, to be honest. I don't know what to say now, so one time when I was 7 years old, me and my brothers, we were outside playing, and my dad decided to introduce my brothers to the pocket rocket that he got. And my brothers were like, woo, woohoo, motorcycle time. They were not much older than my 6-year-old self. I might have been 7. I'm not sure. We were very young. My brother was only a year and a half older than me. My oldest brother's only maybe like 4 years older than me. I don't know. I have a lot of siblings. It's kind of a Latin Mormon thing. So yeah, my dad was showing my brothers and my brunkle, my brother uncle, who was raised with my brothers, my uncle brother, and he was showing them how to use it, and I was like, oh yeah, I was really stoned. So I did what any 6-year-old would do, and she thought that she was faced with an injustice. I pissed myself, throwing a massive fit, and screamed at my dad until I almost passed out. Okay, so he's like introducing the pocket rocket to the boys, and I'm like throwing this like massive fit the entire time. And my dad was like really kind of impatient, military man, didn't really like, he was more of like a learn by consequence kind of guy. And so at some point he was just like, all right, fuck it. Here you go, 6-year-old child. Here's the break, and here's, where's the accelerator. Now you remember. And I was like, okay, dad. And I started going, like, right? Because fuck it. I was on a pocket rocket. I was gonna take fucking advantage of that. So I was zooming all through the backyard, and we had this massively beautiful backyard in New Jersey at the time. And I was zooming through the backyard, and like, here's like the forest in the backyard, and like I'm going perpendicular to it for a while. And then like I turned to like try to go back to my house, right? And like as I turned to the house, I realized I don't actually know where the fuck anything is on this bike other than the accelerator. And so here I go, like, right into my house, right into a brick wall. And so that's why I have this, like, really weird, like, bump in my forehead, because it's from this, like, dentally area, because, yeah, I have, like, you have to feel it. I love to make people feel my forehead when they ask, oh, did you hit your head? Well, because mostly it's, like, when I make faces like this, you can really see it, and people are like, oh, did you hit your head? And I'm like, no, man, here's my trauma. Come feel it. And so, anyway, so that's not even the worst part. Okay. Right, so I crashed into the wall, right? And so my dad comes to check on me, obviously, of course, but Our next door neighbor also comes out as well because he, hears this loud ass fucking pocket rocket crash into a brick wall at like, I don't know how fast they go. I feel like they go like 30 or like 40 miles an hour, but like they don't go that fast. But that shit hurt it. I mean, obviously I didn't die and I was a little kid, so I couldn't have been going that fast. Of course, who else would hear it but our next door neighbor, who was also military like my dad. And I don't know if he was like above my dad or what, but he was yelling at my dad. And like, not a lot of people yelled at my dad. He was like, "What the fuck are you doing? You putting a little child on a pocket rocket thinking that's gonna be a great idea? You expected her to be Evel Knievel or something? Landed to stick the landing with the Capri Sun." And so the neighbor's like yelling at my dad, like, "Oh," and my dad was like, "No, don't worry." She's like, cuckoo in the head. And don't worry, you're not even gonna be worrying about this. It's gonna be fine. I got this, chill. And so my mom was like, "Well, how do you got this? How do you got this?" And my dad was like, "Oh, we're gonna send her to Brazil." And my mom was like, yeah, of course. No, that makes sense. Okay, so I lived in Brazil for like a year, maybe a little bit longer than a year. I even went to school there. They made me wear this cute little uniform. I don't think I have any pictures on my phone. My mom does, I believe. If you guys are interested, maybe I can procure it for yuns. But anyway, so I obviously came back. I was able to come back, but sometimes I wonder, like, if that happened today, like, would I have been able to come back? Would I have been able, or would I have been forced to spend like the rest of my childhood in a third world country where we weren't destitutely poor, but we weren't really super well off either. And so, like, with this unpredictable society, the economy being unpredictable, the administration being so fucking unpredictable, like, it's just really unfortunate being, a second generation immigrant, seeing all that's going on right now and how fearful my family is. That breaks my heart. And I want my daughter to never have to worry about something like that. And I want her to be educated, I want her to be informed, and I want her to be able to be all of those things in a financially stable environment where she's not constantly having to worry about money, because my family did, and it's hard living like that. But I also don't want to let money change me as a person, as I know it does so many people. I just don't want to be poor. I just want to be able to afford to do fun things. My mom uprooted her whole life from Brazil to try to make it in America, defying a lot of odds and having to brute through a lot of fucked up shit to get there. And it's breaking my heart and hers just for her country that she grew to take a test to become its citizen now is rejecting her. It's not enough for her to be accepted. And I know that I'm, pretty pale, but my mom's brown, and that's a scary feeling for many, many brown people, to feel like just your fucking skin color is enough to pull you aside and send you back to a land you're not even familiar with anymore. I just, for the life of me, can't think of anything sadder than, escaping a life of poverty, trying to flee to find a better country, and then being shunned by your own people. And my mom, she really does feel like she has a target on her back right now, especially because she does not favor Donald Trump on social media, and she's really worried that they're gonna look through her phone. Anyway, that being aside, like, I want to learn how not to hate MAGA. I want to learn how to be a more empathetic person. I want to learn how to, like, love better, how to be kinder. I want to learn how to lead with an empathetic mind instead of judgmental. And I do feel like I'm pretty judgmental sometimes, and I want to learn not to be. I still believe in the good in people. I even still believe in the good in TikTok, even though the comment sections are getting to be really fucking scary these days. Anyway, that's a little bit about me. That's my little poopy. She's snoring. Yeah. Don't worry, the light's not shining on her at all. Well, it is. I mean, it's not shining on her. Yeah. I mean, she's illuminated a little bit, but yeah, she's sleeping pretty fucking good. Anyway, follow me if you want to, learn more about my life, get to know me better. Maybe I'll have something interesting to show you guys, but probably not, because I'm pretty fucking average, and I hope that's cool with y'all, because I plan on not being average for long. Bye. Good night.